getting close to getting real gone here. Stand by, hot laps, stand by, hot laps. Legend Cars should be in line for your hot lap session. Legend Cars in line for your hot lap session. Again, while it's getting a little bit quiet here, don't forget, a brand new way of listening in on what's going on out here is part of your My Race Pass audio app there. Get the premium My Race Pass, about $5 a month. You plug into their little audio feed there from the Indianapolis Speedrome PA and check us out, listen to us live, and basically live same time as we've got, real time as we've got here off the PA. So, again, another way to follow us. We'll keep telling you about that all night long. And other than that, getting ready for some hot lap session. Some new faces here in the Legend Cars as we have got a full pit, about 35 of those Legend Cars ready to go. Drake Wood Memorial Night, and we're just waiting for the go sign from the crew, flagman in the flag stand.
Yeah, great lineup tonight in the Bruce Litton Trailer Sales Legend Cars. As you mentioned, one of the majors on their 2026 schedule, the Drake Wood Memorial, becoming a very prestigious event in the class. A lot of great folks have put up some great bonus money for the event tonight, so a lot to play for these Legend Cars this evening, and a lot of talented drivers in the pit area.
I know you've been working double time. You've got a ton of contingency prizes, bonus prizes, lap prizes, etc. for this event. We'll try to go through them. He's been trying to get them up on the Facebook page as well. You can check us out there. By the way, we should be going live on that Facebook shortly as we start the broadcast here. We'll also be doing live at the Speedrome.tv. If you folks are coming in from out of town, out of state, want to let the folks know how they can go find out what's going on out here. One, of course, is check us out at their TV program here. You get that 1 month worth of watching everything from tonight, plus the archive stuff for $40. Speedrome.tv. You can also check out at least the free portion of it that we'll be playing out here on Facebook and on YouTube. And I think we're getting ready to go. Dave Gardner up on the flag stand, I do believe.
Yeah,
Hi, Dave.
Heard him make the call back there. They're getting ready to turn them loose.
And here we go. First batch of roundy rounds. Got a couple of folks coming in from out of town. A couple folks you might remember here been with us all season long. Landon Hoffman being one of them. Got a chance to see Bruce Litton and Grandpa Bruce Litton and
We don't have time for that.
Landon's mom over there. Hoffman in the black number 81. Got Quentin White in the number 14 machine. Number 59. Corey Adams, former champion of the division. Kevin Brooks is going to be doing double duty tonight in both the Outlaw Late Model and the Legend Car. In the number 3, Dean Bradshaw, nice guy you could ever ask for, in the 12. Dylan Dupler in the 55. Casey White in the 41. Jordan Hahn in the 54. And new kid on the block, the 77B machine of Brandon Acree. Brandon Acree in the 77B. In fact, we're going to have both pumpkin cars out here tonight. I was rather surprised. Well, maybe this is the only pumpkin car, come to think of it. We'll find out. Formerly the 21 of Cooper. Bit of a busy schedule for these guys. Track conditions, it's hot, as you can guess. Of course, we had all that wildness from Wild Night, but did have some rain in between to help clear things off, so that should improve conditions a little bit. So far, Jordan Hahn's my fast cat at 13.930. He's the only one under the 14-second mark, but things are picking up. Corey Adams got it down to a 14.012. Nobody else yet in that sub-14 stage and roundy round. Got one spinning sideways there in turn 2, approach turn 2. We, of course, are live worldwide at speedrome.com. That's Dean Bradshaw's number 12 there, taking the wild ride.
Need a quality trailer? Check out the great folks at Millennium Trailers. Millennium Trailers will have the perfect trailer to fit your needs. Stop in at 12345 Southeastern Avenue or give them a call at 317-862-3000. You can also browse their vast inventory, design a custom trailer, and even apply for financing online at www.milltrailers.com. That's milltrailers.com. Millennium Trailers.
Good friends of the track there. Dylan Douthit sponsors there. We'll be seeing him later on this evening, I believe, in the Outlaw Figure 8 program. Of course, another good Indianapolis company, the Indianapolis area company there, Bruce Litton on board. Looking forward to and I tell you what, they kind of surprised me, but that Bring Back Thursday Night Thunder. Did you catch any wind of that here? Kenyon Midgets and Legend Cars here at the Speedrome on a Thursday coming up. Uh-oh. You didn't get to. They're talking about in the parking lot. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's somebody's dream date or what. But,
no, that's been wiped off the schedule. So
that's off the schedule. Oh man!
It wasn't what you were saying. So
it wasn't. Well, it was according to Bruce Litton out of the parking lot. So he's going to be awfully disappointed to find out it's not there anymore.
Yeah. Well,
broke his itty bitty heart and mind.
Well, the midget series that we were supposed to be running with has not gotten back to us. So so a little behind the scenes politics that we not for the air. So.
I thought that explains why I didn't get the memo.
Yeah.
Do have Jordan Hahn still the fastest at 13 and change as Casey White takes a spin in the 41. Got a couple now getting underneath that 14-second mark. Landon Hoffman down to a 13.797 is best in that 81 machine. Jordan Hahn, 13.856. And Kevin Brooks at 13.898. Corey Adams, 13.942. Everybody else, 14 and up. So somebody have to break the news there to Bruce Litton. He's got the old schedule pinned up to the garage wall, I bet you. That's how we used to do it back in the day. Jordan Hahn feeling kind of racy today in the 54, diving down the inside of the 55 of teammate Dupler. And wrap that one up. Got another batch. Again, about 35 of these Legend cars in the pits. About 35 of the Legend cars in the pits today. Busy, busy, busy. Hoffman gets the fastest lap, 13.797. 13.797 for Landon Hoffman, the black number 81.
A Perfect Climate Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated heating and air company with over 50 years of experience. A Perfect provides residential and commercial services, installations, and repairs for all HVAC makes and models. A Perfect Climate Heating and Cooling services the majority of central Indiana. Give them a call today at 317-868-7274. That's A Perfect Climate Heating and Cooling.
And got the folks in the peanut gallery checking in. We got a couple of new faces on this group, I do believe. Of course, we turn to Mark Coldclasser and Lieutenant Bryce following him in the number 82. Zach Brady's number 53. Elvin Acree in the number 7. See what he can do with this game. 56 of Aiden Roth. And who just went by? Got nameless. And yada, yada, yada. Got Tyler Long's number 26. And one of my visitors, it is not.
That's the great thing, though, Tori. They'll come back around.
Yep. There we go. The white line. Oh, duh. Nathan Arthur in white. I wasn't expecting that. There we go. So you're seeing his green cars out here lately. Nathan Arthur, of course, in the number 81 machine.
He's pretty excited. He found something that he's been missing for most of the year, so he thinks that's going to improve him quite a bit here this afternoon.
Well, my joke I'd go with is birth control, but we don't better not do that. All right. We'll be on the split screen, folks, by the way, on the TV. Give the guys a break from the 80-degree heat we got going out there. New name also on the track, Drew Bovol. Drew Bovol in number 77, and he would be the black number 77, staying way up on top of the racetrack. Didn't get a chance to meet and greet that one. He was out in the pits. They're all kind of busy there getting things together, especially my new kids on the block.
Looks like he's just trying to stay out.
Acree spinning there in turn 4. Keep it interesting.
Boble looks like he's just trying to stay up out of the way to get himself sort of familiar with things around here.
Another one not a little bit slow off the mark. Braylon Edder's got 4 laps in, down to 14.624. Scott Apperson. Oh, here we go, man! I can't wait to be back. Kids from Scott Apperson up in Michigan. Can't wait to be back. Going to be running the 3-hour this year. Handful of other races this year. There you go. Look forward to see you. Come on down, Scott Apperson. Now what's that? Dempsey's nephew, if I recall. Lisa Laceland, of course, always checking out. Dan Shue and this. Rodney Shank. Are we on Speed Sport TV yet? I remember simulcast on that one. I don't think we do simulcast when we do it.
Well, it's still part of your pay-per-view package.
Okay, I was going to say.
So if you purchase the subscription, you can watch it either on Speedrome TV or Speed Sport TV.
That's what I thought.
Because it generally has all the feeds from all the companies, but you still have to subscribe to it.
Yep, still got to be subscriber. Except they do give you the freebies. We get about 2 or 3 of our races in every week, it seems, on their free part portion there. Always fun to check that one out. I turn on at work and really upset the people who sit next to me. Hoffman semi-fast cat, that 13.797 holds up. Guess who's second quick, though? How about Aiden Roth in the 56 machine doing a 13.824, 13.824. Jordan Hahn third quick. Kevin Brooks fourth. And Zach Brady having a good lap of 13.874.
Roth has really showed a lot of speed those last couple 3 outings. Really getting the hang of this thing here, putting himself in the mix.
He was coming on strong, and of course had that horrendous accident there a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
And they pitched together. They did a community thing for him, and he's come back and been bad fast.
Well, right after that, he won that B main and got himself to the feature, and has had those good times. He's got a very supportive team there to help him out as well.
There we go. Scott's the grandson of Dempsey Apperson. Scott's correcting me there.
Yeah, okay.
That's what happens in the peanut gallery.
I knew there was a relation there. I just wasn't 100%. You know, they're a figure-8 family like the ones we have here at the track. You know, several of those, related. And
the Lovings and just a great crew. Glad to see the sport still going on up there in old ARCA territory. And yet another batch coming to play. So far, 18 have taken hot laps. 18 taking hot laps with Landon Hoffman, still my fast cat. 13.797, 13.797.
Yeah, and as these guys are going to have it tonight, we're going to have some cars directly transfer in from qualifying, and then we're going to have a pair of B mains that'll help fill the field for tonight's third annual Drake Woods. So should be an exciting program.
That B main's going to be tough.
Well, it should be 2 of them, and as we're sitting with the car count right now, looks like maybe a dozen or so cars in each one.
Yep.
Fighting for 6 transfer spots in each B main, so that should be good.
Yep. Xavier King out there in his number 84. Number 19 is John Robbins, of course, his mentor. Kristen Hammer, of course, the little lady on the track. And Tim Skinner in number 15. Doug Cooper has returned in the black number 21 now. And Jack Receiver making the drive up there from southern Indiana in his number 80.
Here comes some of our guests there.
Here we go now. Had a little fun there. I tried to meet a couple. Boy, they're so busy. They're getting in. It's comfy. One being Michael Crafton. Michael Crafton in the white with green trim. There we go.
He's crossed number a couple of state lines to get here.
He has. Coming in from Franklin, Tennessee. Of course, talk about his mama Gail, back home in Thompson Station. But
well, Franklin, Tennessee is the home of Darrell Waltrip.
Yep. I tell you what, it comes by it naturally. Jack Receivers, number 84. And who else do we get in this group? Kenny Hacker back in action, number 8. So it should be an interesting mix here. A couple of new kids on the block. Curious to see what we get out of Crafton. Very much a speedster out there already, 6th quickest. And just got bumped back to 7th quickest. So hang on a second. We watch the clock now as he's having a good run. Jagger Parker, there's my other new kid on the block.
That's a cool name.
Jagger coming out of Bowling Green, Kentucky there. The Renshaw Automotive Special, don't you know?
Nice.
I decided Crafton is driving the Rollins Pest Solution Special.
Nice.
Rollins Pest Solution, ladies and gentlemen, in the house here at Indianapolis Speedrome.
You got to take care of the pests.
Yep.
You got double peanut galleries today, too,
It is. I know. I'm trying to follow all of them.
Stay with one.
Well, I don't want to ignore the good people joining us on the YouTube feed.
We need to get you some more monitors up here.
I guess.
Yeah, a lot of folks making it out here for this Drake Wood Memorial. New Drake, very important young man, and want to honor him tonight with some great racing action. As mentioned earlier, a lot of folks putting up some great contingency money, and we'll mention a lot of them as we get mixed in throughout the evening. The first piece of contingency money that will be handed out tonight will be for the fast qualifier.
Yeah. Got 10 people checking in so far on the Facebook live chat, or the YouTube live chat, by the way. Of course, that does, mine has, I don't have the, sorry, I had to get the free version, so I got to watch a commercial. And they use secret names. Alexi is cheering on Jordan Hahn today.
Nice.
So there you go. Give it up for Alexi. But glad to have you on board again. They got both going. We got a YouTube free feed right now. Free feed on YouTube for the Speedrome subscription. Just go to the Speedrome, Indianapolis Speedrome page, and you can climb on board that and watch the practice session there live on that platform. Of course, the Facebook, we're live there. I'll take a peek in at us as well. And then, as I mentioned before, we've got, of course, the live feed coming courtesy of the audio feed on. Let's try to switch back and forth. I'm just not that smart. We've got the live feed going on the Facebook as well as track number 2 machine of John Hacker has rejoined us. Come back after a tough period of training, long night last night getting practice. New kid on block, Sean Parker. Sean Parker, another one of the Bowling Green, Kentucky contingents there with the Renshaw squad.
Parker Posse here joining us tonight.
Yep, got both of them. Nathan Franklin's number 81, number 1 Logan Anderson. Chase Penrod has returned. CJ Penrod, whoa, took a bit of a long slide there through 1 and 2, though. Gets to gather back up. Colin Dickey's number 33, also in attendance. And it's Landon Hoffman, still my fast cat. Auden Aiden Roth and Jagger Parker, third quick on the field. Crafton, fourth quick. So 2 of the new kids on the block there sitting in the top 5. Jordan Hahn rounding up that top 5 for Hot Lap Speed. So not a bad run at all.
We love how the last couple of years that we've built up this legend car class, that we have these folks come and visit us from around the country and even from Canada over the last couple of years. So it's neat to see that they notice what we got going and say, hey, I'd like to drop in and check that place out when I'm passing through. So appreciate those folks stopping by the Speedrome and competing with us.
Wall to wall, 10 feet tall. That's here at the Indianapolis Speedrome as we are broadcasting all over the place, whether invited or not.
Just early on in this practice session, still maybe another few legend cars back there.
I'll tell you what, we've had, let's see, Dylan Duper's 26 quick. And I got to go yet another app. Y'all killing my phone. I'll tell you what.
Hope you got unlimited minutes there, Tori.
There we go. We've had 33 legend cars have taken hot laps ready for the Mini Outlaws. Mini Outlaws up next, Mini Outlaws up next. So 33 have actually hit the track and taken the hot laps here.
Yeah, I think I have 34 signed in. So
wow, slow slide there for the number 2 machine. Gets it straightened back out again. That was John Hacker. Again, Hacker coming off a tough time here last time out. So of the 33 cars that took hot laps, let's see, 13 of them were under the 14-second mark. Pretty speedy little hot lap session. Track conditions not seem to be suffering from the wild night. I think the rains we had during the week and track cleanup from the crew, as well as just good old Mother Nature.
Yeah, had a lot of testing here the last couple of days too, Tori. Yep. So, and even some stuff this morning as well. So a lot of laps have been put on the track, but it's going to get better. Plus, it's so hot.
Yep.
This is our first real super hot weekend we've had so far of racing.
Mini Outlaws, Mini Outlaws, Mini Outlaws. To the gate, please. Mini Outlaws to the gate. Mini Outlaws to the gate. Got a new one of those, too.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Check out our friends at Forklift Rescue. Forklift Rescue can fix, repair, and maintain the machinery that keeps your business moving. Forklift Rescue specializes in diagnostics, check engine lights, hoses and hydraulics, regular inspections, and more. Give Forklift Rescue a call at 317-800-2572 to schedule your service today. That's Forklift Rescue.
Dakota Rooster checking in on the YouTube page.
I think your new car is a familiar face, though. Someone that's won some oval and figure eight races in the minis.
Yeah.
It's just been a few years.
No, I picked up, I think, a factory front-wheel drive win.
This year.
This year.
Yeah, but been a former figure eight and oval feature winner in the class from the past.
Yep.
We'll get to him when he gets out there.
Uh-oh. Mr. Phillips not getting a transfer. I'm assuming that, yep, there we go. Alex Phillips in the number 96. Joseph Sells in the 66. Doug Underwood's number 20 machine. Raid and Evers Hall says they're putting Raiden in the doubles here. We were joking around about maybe putting Robert or maybe one of the other kid brothers inside that one. Raiden doesn't.
When we get to the figure eight tonight, did you see my stat on the minis? We have had 8 consecutive different figure eight winners in the Mini Outlaws.
That's
dating back to last year. That's pretty cool.
Got Nathan Arthur's number 81. 19 of Ryan Krugler. 21 Tanner Moas.
He's been getting some laps in this weekend,
back
too.
after his crack up. So,
yeah.
Dude, that's what Dave Haskell could be excited.
Yeah, he got a lot of hot laps in yesterday, and he had Garrett Fox and Steve Vickers out here helping him along.
That's a good...
Getting him sort of advice. And,
let's see how it improves him.
And that's what Steve Vickers has been helping just about everybody in the pits who asked for it, so... he's done a lot to help this division grow over the past couple of years.
And that's good. You know, some of the old Speedrome veterans really have come to the front and center there on this training program.
Yeah.
I was also going to shout out Mark Morello. John was working with John Hacker last couple of days. And, of course, he's always available for those kids in the fast carts.
Yeah.
Got
a lot of knowledge and experience from around this track from his life around it, and willing to pass it along when asked.
Yep.
So that's what's great about a lot of folks around here, you know.
Nathan Arthur, 13.253. Alex Phillips, number 96, 13.637. Doug Underwood to a 13.9 and change. Everybody else is 14. Oh, wait a minute. Now they're coming down. Here we go. They get their legs up under them. Definitely something's working good for the Arthur Mobile, though. 13.2 still stands as the best out there.
He feels it too, Tori. He's going to go ahead and pull in, I think.
Tanner Moles at a 13.784 there. Fourth quick now for Tanner Moles. You talk about his training program. Looks like it did turned out well for him.
Yep, young man paying attention, it sounds like, and gaining that valuable experience. Again, the Mini Outlaws presented by Brown's Oil Service here at the Speedrome.
Good folks, been with us for years, taking care of all the fleet duties there.
Yeah, topped off both the tanks here just Friday, so.
That was always fun of those wild nights. Just the guys showing up, they don't know how much gas may be in that car.
They've not been owners of it for very long.
Exactly.
and sometimes the gauges don't work, and you know.
Well, it's also the same gas that went to sitting there with the junkyard. So.
Yeah. Coca-Cola products are back at the Indianapolis Speedrome. Refreshing fountain drink choices of Coke, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Sprite Zero, Mellow Yellow, Mr. Pibb, Minute Maid Lemonade, and Blue Powerade are now available at one of our many concession locations. Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of Speedrome Racing.
Arthur still top the speed charts, the 13.215. 13215 is 6 laps, and he decided to pull out before anybody else noticed. He's basically 4/10 ahead of the field there. We had Phillips, 96.
Well, his car might not have been warmed up, but he was from Legends practice.
Yep. There's one of our newest members there, the 42 machine of Johnny Greer making his debut out here today. Garrett Fox, number 85. Mentioned him but out. Jackson Navarro's number 22, of course, old jalapeno. Can't skip.
Nope, he's in the house. He's one of those 8 of the different figure 8 winners so far this year.
Chris Gooden is number 87. Oh, the other Acre, there we go. This one's going to be the Gambler. Had the Joker out earlier for the Acre clan. This is going to be the Gambler.
They're working through the villains.
Ray Hobson in the 28. And Hobson, don't know if it died on him or if he forgot to put the belts on or.
Maybe sometimes, they like to index the steering wheel too. Maybe, with the spokes in a certain direction for turning. Sometimes they stop and do that. But Track Truck's going to check on him and make sure that he doesn't need a push or anything. Of course, Hobson got that big sweep of feature victories here a couple, 3 weeks back.
If you check out the signage on the side, he's pretty proud of that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's up there battling towards the top of the point standings as well. So having a great year there, Ray Hobson. Going to turn these folks loose.
Factory front wheel drives, you'll be up next. Factory front wheel drives, you'll be up next.
Getting this second group wound up here. We'll see how their times stack up with the first group after they get 3 or 4 laps to get some heat in their tires. Garrett Fox, the 85, is your current points leader. Looking for his first ever Speedrome championship. He is the most recent figure 8 feature winner here at the Speedrome in the class. Jackson Navarro, as we mentioned, one of the youngest figure 8 feature winners in the division history. Red flag out here. Not sure if we got something to pick up out there or what. Keep an eye out and see what this red flag's all about. Oh, they snuck another car out on us, I think, is what that was.
Sneaky.
Yep, coming into turns 3 and 4.
51, that'd be Ms. Bush there. Jessica Bush's number 51 machine.
I don't know if that's her driving or not. Is that the Schwartz orange helmet?
It could be. You may be right.
I don't.
Well, it's not sitting very high up in the seat, though. Let's see.
Can't really tell.
No.
Plus, Jessica would be doing double duty tonight because she's up there in the top 5 or so of the front-wheel drive division, too. So
persistence pays off. Whoa, getting a little dicey there. Hobson, definitely.
So it might be a situation that since she's got a lot of practicing going on, maybe Lee's shaking it down for her or so.
Well, the interesting point is I don't have transponder on it.
They might have just gotten here is why they tried to sneak out and get a few laps
that
in, maybe, Tori.
Yeah,
and then get the transponder, get all settled in.
Well, Schwartz's car, as you're telling me, is apparently over on the jig over there at Polk Brothers.
Yeah, it's
at third turn.
It's getting a little TLC from the spring shootout, so he kind of knew he was going to miss an event or so.
We do find a challenger for
trouble there with Greer as he's come to.
That was just put together. I mean, apparently they've been slapping it together all night long there, up till late night last night, trying to get the Greer mobile done.
Yeah, he jumped into the high groove there on the backstretch and slowly come to a stop there in the south end. So
wasn't doing too bad. Was fifth quick so far, 13.440. Arthur still atop the speed chart with 13.215. However, Garrett Fox is in his neighborhood now with 13.232, and Jackson Navarro 13.297. There we go.
Looks like Greer maybe got it going. He moved about 10 feet and then stopped again. So don't know if it's just maybe an electrical issue or something down there, but they're going to check out with him and see if.
He's got fired up again. And of course, we always talk about the adjustment to the clutches and the drivetrain in these cars. Bit of a change up.
He's going to head off to the track. Moose Mobile Welding and Fabrication transforms metal into art with precision and perfection. With over 35 years of experience in welding, they have the expertise to handle any job, big or small. Their welders are trained in the latest techniques and technologies. Give Moose Mobile Welding and Fabrication a call at 317-391-1064. That's Moose Mobile Welding and Fabrication. Get the final ride off the track there from the Mini Outlaws, and then we'll turn the one-way Auto Parts factory front-wheel drives loose for their first practice of the afternoon.
Of course, all these cars be part of the autograph session coming up here later this evening. Before we get into big-time racing, we're going to go through all the practice rounds, legend car qualifying, and then bring cars out onto the track for the autograph session. Folks in the stands, we will come on down and see these guys up close and personal. Got to return to a Speedrome regular. They're back in action for the first time as a regular driver, now regular division, and that is Brayton Laster. Back out, and he'll be out there in the 06 machine. Eddie Snap there looking for a championship in the number 21. Zach Hall in the 6-7. James Rogers in the 07 ride. Nathan Dalton in the 95. Dylan Dupler doing double duty Dylan Dupler in the 55 machine. Andrew Patterson still getting the legs under him in the 88. So a couple kids came to play. Some more at the gate. Following that will be the Outlaw Figure 8 cars, Outlaw Figure 8 cars, Outlaw Figure 8 cars. Again, the game plan is to get through about 2 sessions of hot laps for everybody and then go into that qualifying session for the legend cars and wrap that up and go right into the autograph session. Also, if you are putting in for the bike race, collecting the bikes here, registering behind the main grandstand. Don't forget my good friend T-shirt Don behind the main grandstand outside turn 1. And good food, cold drinks, and like all over. Please stay hydrated however you do it. Always get a kick out of the veterans know they bring the umbrellas for the shade.
Yeah, it's getting that time of year. Got a little early summer preview here tonight.
Yep. Ezekiel No out there in the 5.7 is my fast cat so far. 15.314, 15.314.
Current leader of the rookie standings.
Yep. And that is our fellow that was in our junior fast cards, correct? Did a couple sessions in that.
Not much time, but he did spend some time in the juniors and then jumped up here to the front wheel drives.
Seems to be doing pretty good at that.
Definitely not afraid of the gas pedal.
Nope.
Part of the Eversol Racing clan.
Well, we can brag about the fact that he's faster than the 6.7 of Zach Hall. So he can go back to the trailer there and do the neener to Zach Hall.
Yeah, Zach's been around here a few laps more than him.
Yep.
For sure. Wrapping up this first half of the front-wheel drives here for their practice. Got another wave ready to go out there momentarily. Mike Heimel Auction Service is a family-owned auction company and appraisal service with cash buyout services available. They specialize in estates, household guardianships, antiques, business liquidations, and real estate auctions. Providing quality service since 1977, that's Mike Heimel Auction Service.
Of course, sponsor the family section out there on the south end. If sitting empty right now, boy, we were packed house last week. Everybody sat up there, every seat they could find last week. Don't forget you're going to sit up there. No smoking, no alcoholic beverages, no cussing, no womanizing, no gallivanting. No gallivanting. It's a new rule here. No gallivanting.
That one's brought back from the 1890s, I think, out of the rule book there.
Travis Farmers number 94, looking pretty sharp. The Klein Mobile 080. Jaden Steelman had made a trip out there to the Moose Lodge out in Speedway to lend support out there to the Multiple Sclerosis Society having a car show out there. Made an appearance. Lee Drago's number 09, 41 of Jalen Summers.
More of the junior fast kart graduates.
Yep. Doug Gregg got a chance to talk to him before the show. He was working all over Kimmy Gregg's number 33 factory front wheel drive, fixing up from a previous. Whoa, almost sashayed away into steel. But said one of the things he did, went through and he just started cutting off all the fancy stuff and went back plain Jane the way they used to do it and see how it works from there. Jessica Bush out in the number 51.
Yeah, so I'm betting that was Lee out there in the car, in the Mini.
Yeah, I don't see an orange helmet in this one, so there we go. Lee Schwartz.
Yeah, she's in title contention up here in the Mini. I mean, the front wheel drive. Nice. So I think she wanted to make sure she got her full practice in this. I'll probably see her in her mini outlaw in the next round. She's been in a hot fight for the second place spot in the championship. Chris Snapp's got a pretty healthy lead right now. He's had a lot of great finishes, so there's very few points covering about 2nd through 7th or 8th in the championship. So great battle in the front-wheel drive. Is going to have a first-time champion this year.
Take a look again. We are feeding live worldwide, both on Facebook and YouTube. Got Megan McDonough checking in on the YouTube page. Says she's going to be racing with us next week, so I'm guessing that's going to be with the junior fast karts on that one. And then Neeser K back in the Florida connection. Neeser, you've got a race down at Auburndale today for the Outlaw Figure 8 car. Some of our old friends will be running that one here tonight if you need something local. But glad to have you with us here at the Speedrome.tv, as we are, of course, all over the U.S. And Scott's been giving me all kinds of little cute bits of some of the guys coming out for the 3-hour this year, as we are getting very hyped up, excited over that whole operation. Looks like California's going to have a strong contingent, of course. Looking forward to seeing our friends from Florida. And you've heard already from Scott Apperson up there in Michigan. So looking forward to a good crowd on that. And
yeah, it's going to be a dandy.
And you got to feed. Any idea when you put that through your World Figure 8 Wednesday?
Yeah, going to start releasing some of the names as we get turned in. Okay. Traditionally, when I start my entry list, I like to put the former winners on the first version.
Yep.
You know, kind of give them their due. And then we'll start filling that in with others who submit their entries. I talked to some folks from Washington this week that are going to be bringing several cars. So we'll be releasing that here soon as well.
And those will all be, of course, you want to check out Scott's World Figure 8 Wednesday updates happening there on the YouTube page with your Speedrome subscription.
Getting this group of front-wheel drives wound back up to complete their practice. Outlaw Figure 8 cars. Outlaw Figure 8 cars. You should be at the gate, please. Outlaw Figure 8 cars. Outlaw Figure 8 cars. You should be at the gate, please.
Jeff Wright in the gray 94W now to keep them separate from the others. So got a much more distinctive paint job on that one than we had previous.
Yeah, a lot of new faces in the class this season, and gotta love that. Getting there. It's a great class to get your feet wet in speedrome racing.
Yep. Several different platforms you got available to you here. Whether you do have the experience in the go-kart scene, you got, of course, plenty going on with the juniors and then the senior fast car division. And you want to do old school. We've got the Ford division, of course.
Street stocks.
And then moving up to the street stocks. These are somewhere in that range of the cars. And these, I think, actually apply more to the folks here who are now our age group, so to speak, because they grew up with these cars.
Yeah, the more modern era, entry-level type division.
Front-wheel drive, four-cylinder type cars, and that's what they've known.
Yeah, and they're readily available, as you saw last week with the grocery getter. We had plenty of vehicles that fit among these cars as well. So plenty of availability for the front-wheel drive cars.
Yep. To which we do want to thank our good friends over there at One Way Auto Parts, making it possible.
Yeah, presenter of both those divisions.
And boy, oh boy, they definitely turned out in full force there. The good friends from One Way Auto Parts providing a lot of cars and for all the fun we had out here last week. But do thank them also if you're looking for spare parts, extra parts, used parts, that sort of thing. Right there on East New York Street. They've been there for several years. Right before the bridge that chops off the top of the trucks.
Yeah.
Go check out One Way Auto Parts.
Sherwin-Williams is the official paint partner and provider of the Speedrome. Race teams and fans, Sherwin-Williams is the go-to destination for professional and home painting project needs. With 44 Central Indiana locations, Sherwin-Williams has one near you. Research their products or find a store today at sherwin-williams.com.
Go a quick practice session for Michael Wright in the 93W.
Little solo project here.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a new one off the factory floor.
May still be under warranty.
Outlaw Figure 8 cars to the gate, please. Outlaw Figure 8 cars to the gate.
St. John Signs and Designs is the official sign company of the Indianapolis Speedrome. From business storefronts to banners, logo creation, signage, race car lettering, vehicle graphics, and more, St. John Signs and Designs is the trusted name. Give the Speedrome Hall of Famer Steve St. John a call for a price today at 317-784-6436. That's St. John Signs and Designs. Again, standby Outlaw Figure 8 cars. Outlaw Figure 8 cars, you should be at the gate. And then we'll get back to the top of the order with the Legends.
Yep. So if no Outlaws Figure 8 cars show up at the gate, we'll go right into Legend cars. So Outlaws make an appearance, or we'll move on to the next. Got a hot blustery track there. They maybe hope for something different. I'll tell you what, the second practice session will be much better.
Yeah. Somebody we just saw out on the track here just moments ago. Check out our friends with Harmon's Drain Cleaning. Harmon's can handle anything that involves drain cleaning, including hydro, jetting, and excavation. Their skilled team can complete all your plumbing projects. There's no job too big or too small for Harmon's Drain Cleaning. Call Harmon's Drain Cleaning today at 317-914-8631 to schedule your project today.
Another one show up. In fact, we saw this one already once. 94W, I believe.
He might be getting the drive across.
Well, this part of that same group.
Yeah, he's been out there already.
Yeah, that's Michael Wright and Jeff Wright. So I think I might have been part of their might have been trying to get two together, and they just
maybe they wanted a match race.
Well, I think also since Michael had been with us before, I think Jeff is the newbie. I think they're hoping a little time together. You know, one follow the other to learn. Oh no, it's going to be passed.
He's going to learn how to go out the gate.
Yeah,
I hear some Outlaws rumbling back there.
There we go.
Visit our friends across the street at the Kitley Inn. Whether it's a tasty pre-race meal or a refreshing post-race cocktail, take your crew to the Kitley Inn. Follow them on Facebook to see the daily specials or learn what band will be playing there next. Great food and friendly service is always on tap at the Kitley Inn. Kitley Inn, the sponsor of all 2026 Speedrome winners' interviews. Bennett Realty is the official real estate company of the Indianapolis Speedrome. Want your real estate dreams to come true? Browse for your dream home on BennettHomeRealty.com. Contact agents Erica Dickey at 317-414-1697 or Kelsey Dawsey, 317-908-0583 today at Bennett Realty so they can help you guide you to your next home.
And they're making the way up there to the gate, as you mentioned. Got a couple old favorites. Got one or two strays tonight. Should be interesting to check out. Johnny Hargraves Jr.'s got his number 31 for another night. Of course, came out for the Chuck Hargraves event. Had some struggles keeping things rolling on that. Oh, Charlie Hargraves, number 70. Oh, not Jack Dawsey's number 20, pardon me. Of course, the Sloan boys with us as always. Anthony in the number 15 and Dennis in the number 32. Jack Dawsey's number 20.
Stand by Legend Cars. Stand by Legend Cars. You're next. Stand by Legend Cars. Stand by Legend Cars. You're next.
In the category, we're talking about some background stuff here. As you may know, we've got a handicap system we'll be using for the figure 8 cars tonight, correct?
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun. Guess some of the people are still going to be sitting up front there, the figure 8 to start up front.
Yeah, it should be interesting. And that's what I love about these quote-unquote shorter races. You know, you and I are from the day where the 50 lappers were the longer races.
Oh, yeah.
But in this day and time, the 50 lappers are the shorter races. So all kinds of stuff could happen in those events. And I'm really excited when we have one of these 51 lappers. So
51 honor Rodney Sizemore, but Mason Hadley should be shunted near the front there.
The Hall of Famer Doug Gregg should
Hall
be
of
up there
Famer Doug Gregg. That was one I was talking to. He's actually kind of excited to be able to have the chance to see the empty space in front of him for a little while.
Yep. Starting to see a few more cars assembled back there.
Danny
at
Norman's
the gate.
number 55 making his way to the on-track gate.
Norman had a great run there in the Chuck Hargraves Memorial last weekend.
I thought we were going to see that big upset again. He's come oh so close. He's got to be getting one this year.
Yeah, yep. Tonight could be a night up for that too as well. He's looked really strong. This trio that's out here now is a couple of last names that have been around this racetrack for the majority of its existence.
Well, you figure, Dennis has now been running with us for 20-plus years. The old stock division. Yeah. Of course, Jack goes back to 81.
Yep.
Okay.
I think 81 was his first year in the Stockers.
Yep. And of course, Anthony grew up out here as well. And
all these drivers out here had generation before them racing here as well. And generations after them as well. So,
we talking about the old Jack Dawsey Sr. was in that first 3 hour way back when, running one of the old Stockers. I mean, literally, it was a road runner.
Yeah,
he was running compared to what.
There was a day where Jack Dawsey Sr. was the veteran in the 3 hour, and Jack Dawsey Jr. was the young
rookie
punk kid, who had a car.
Yep.
And did his best from the alternates line,
Yep.
And you never know when you watch these young kids have their first runs in like the 3 hour that he would become the winningest 3 hour driver in history at some point, You just never know.
Yep.
So great to see all different.
I guess that's another one is if we ever did try to build the Speedrome family tree, of course, which doesn't exist, it's just a thorn bush, but just branches going all over. But your family tree for the 3 hour, because you have all your tiny tie-ins, of course, all the St. John tie-ins over the years, but you forget a few other ones, the Jack Smiths, and I guess I almost had to go with Bobby Whitaker and the Snap crew and how they go back in time through various family branches.
Yeah, a lot of 3 and 4 generations worth of people in the 3 hour figure 8. Great stuff throughout. Got a few more cars here getting ready to come out.
Yeah, I think they got the hint there when we started telling the legend cars to come on out. They said, oh, snap.
Yeah, better get moving. Speaking of a driver we just saw on track, Hart's Auto Center has everything for your car, truck, or SUV. From a first service auto shop center to professional machine services to a wide selection of new and used parts, it's Hart's Auto Center. Call them today at 317-546-2413 or visit their location at 2625 North Sherman Drive on Indy's East Side. Hart's the presenter of tonight's bike racing events.
And Jack has been in those bike races.
Yeah.
His brother John, his sister and everything. Oh, Brenda, okay, there goes now how far back we're going with this stuff. Ken Brooks out there, number 3 machine. It's going to be the 55 Daniel Norman, the 87 of the mayor of Throttleville, Matt Smith, hoping to finally get that monkey off his back because Ben Tunney's got the monkey off his finally, and now it's Matt's turn.
Yeah, Ben's transferred that monkey over to other drivers.
There we go. Mason Hadley's number 2. The 33, Doug Gregg, the Hall of Famer. And here's one I was really excited to see in the pits, and that's going to be Chris Gray's number 27. I thought he was splattered and done for a while, but nope.
I think Chris is going to be making an appearance in our trophy dash tonight, too.
So, he rotates up.
Yeah, he's one of the most likely candidates to be in that. We'll have to wait and see who all shows up.
There you go.
To make sure. I think Dawsey is going to be one of the ones in it. Gray. Still going to wait to see who else is here. As you mentioned, we do some rotating up through the championship standings on it. Once you win the trophy dash, you're out. Once you've been in it 3 times, you're out. So give as many cars as we can a chance throughout the season.
And for a race fan, this is one of the things I always get a kick out of when I look back at the on-track gate there, that we've got the legend cars pulling in behind the figure 8 cars, all set, on the track at the same time, or in pits at the same time, getting ready to go out. Don't keep them all that segregated.
The figure 8 guys kind of operate on their own timetable, and if they were sitting up in this seat and noticed that all the time it's taken them to get up into the gate here for their practice, how much it hampers the rotation of things.
Yep.
Especially with a lot of legend cars here tonight, and we need to give those guys their opportunity to get out on track. And not being ready at the gate really costs folks down the line a little bit of time. So one of these days they'll realize that, but I doubt it.
I'm guessing the track is pretty darn hot and maybe a touch slick there. I've got Mason Hadley to 17.7. Now finally down to 17.7 range. I'm just waiting for that to happen. To 17.9. Daniel Norman second quick, 17.961. Everybody else 18 and up. So they are starting to get down to the window we like to see them. Let's see. Hadley 17.773. So we're on the consistent for 17.7s that we always like. That little sweet spot there, the time chart. And still, he's the only one. Really knocking them out of the park at the moment. Of course, Ben always likes to save his best laps for last.
Well, it's something to watch out throughout the evening, especially in the feature. This being a 51 lapper, it is a 2 new tire maximum night. So we haven't had one of those in a bit. So going to be a little bit different on the handling tonight with just 2 new tires.
Don't forget, if you're trying to decide whether or not to come out the racetrack or not, I've got happy news for you. We've got autograph night out here. And yes, we'll be out on that hot track, but by golly, your chance to walk around there, see the cars up close, talk to them. Always lots of fun swag. Oh, man, and next week's going to be really fun because, boy, my juniors are just going crazy. All kinds of hero cards and good stuff. But always a lot of good stuff they're giving away here on autograph night, and you're welcome to come on out. $15 ticket gets you in the gate, and we're definitely going to give you better than $15 worth of entertainment. Mason down to a 17.666. Norman 17.9 and change.
You can just feel the confidence building in Norman's car and the driver combination there over the last few weeks. Had that bad luck in the first couple laps of the shootout and really came back out with vengeance last week.
The best Ben could do was a 17.961 for that last lap. Norman third quick. Well, matched Norman's best lap with 17.961. Everybody else 18 and up. So
got a few stragglers here getting ready to come out here to complete the Outlaws. As I mentioned, since they took their time getting up there, we had 3 groups instead of 2, which we'd have liked, but that's okay. We'll make it work.
It is number 21 to Dylan Douthit, 57 Jesse Tunney, 31 Johnny Hargraves Jr., and the number 1, your defending champ, Chad Sizemore. I think he's still just so tickled to have that number 1 on the side of his car. That's you grow up out here. That's one of the little dreams you have. And
yep, it's meant a lot to us folks that have been around here a long time because it was always not a number that you just kept. It was a number you had to earn.
Yep.
So Chad's very proud of that as winning the track championship, matching a feat that his Hall of Fame father did back in 1994.
Let's see if we can peek back in and not busy there. Again, we're live on Facebook, live on my Race Pass audio feed, live on YouTube, live at speedrome.tv. So all kinds of ways you want live as part of your Speedrome package. I mean, all kinds of ways you can check us out here, folks. Glad to have you with us.
Yeah, and you folks that are on the free preview on Facebook and on YouTube, at some point here during the preliminary times, we'll be going off of that. And when we get to the racing events tonight, you'll have to be on Speedrome TV's streaming service. And as we talked about before, it's a pretty darn good deal, $39.99.
Yep.
Gets you 30 full days of access to the live events. Sometimes that's 4 races. Sometimes that's up to 6 races for that. Plus, you get our back catalog of all the live events that we've had over the last 8 or 9 years. That's thousands of hours of programming. And then plus we have some stuff in the archives that you can check out as well, too.
Those, of course, for us old timers, that's what we look for, so cars recognize. I want to give a shout out there. Carolyn Bass is actually one of our regulars at both the track and in the peanut gallery. Having to watch us from the hospital, so I hope she's doing better. Scotty Keene is going to skip out. He gives a hello from sunny Florida, don't you know?
Nice. We'll be subbing in for Scotty on interviews today, so enjoy your vacation.
And I'm out here a little bit.
There's a bonsai right there.
Let's see. Oh.
Got a little sideways on the bonsai run for Chad Sizemore. He always likes to try to sneak one in there at the very end.
Let's see what he did with that one. Hadley's still my fastest, 17.668. Chad was second quick, 17.706. Ben Tunney had that 17.9. So Hadley right now is the one showing the way. Jesse Tunney had a 17.971. Johnny Hargraves Jr. 18.388 for that lap. His best was an 18.330. He's consistent.
Yeah, it's just good to see him back. They had those mechanical woes in the preseason and had to miss a lot of events, and they worked really hard to get the car back out for the Chuck Hargraves race last weekend. And now that he's able to join us here for a regular competition, and we appreciate that quite a bit. Second-year Outlaw Figure 8 driver John Hargraves Jr. Going to head back to the top of the batting order here as soon as we switch the timing lights and get things set up for the legend cars to come back out. Indy's Best Towing is the on-track towing provider of Speedrome Racing. Whether rescuing a car out on track or providing quality roadside assistance, Indy's Best Towing are there for you with their experienced staff and top-notch equipment. When you're in distress, call the best at Indy's Best Towing, 317-446-5655. That's Indy's Best Towing. Special thanks to our friends at K&R Medical. K&R specializes in the repair, maintenance, and calibration of medical equipment. Their technicians provide reliable, timely, and cost-effective solutions to ensure that your medical devices operate at peak performance. That's K&R Medical Equipment Repair.
And get the track trucks down the middle. Legend Cars, of course, part of the Speedrome family for, well, just since about a couple weeks after the whole thing started, it seems. We had a few years, about a year or so down in Charlotte's Motor Speedway in the area down south, and then the franchise started taking off. We opened one up here at the Speedrome here at 85, was it?
93.
That late? I thought we had them. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, that's right. Pro Stock created the Pro Stock World 85, 90. But 93, very much a hectic.
Got to see some out-of-towners like my man Brian Sockwell and the 4U machine, and of course the homegrown guys. You know, Larry Fritz, Don Napier.
Yep.
Those folks were early on.
Now we do have, of course, one of our originals is, of course, in the pits right now, and that's Bruce Litton, the Litton Trailer Sales, sponsoring the event. He was part of that original wave back in the early 90s. Then we moved on to go do the drag racer. His career's just been thumbs up ever since. But anyways, inside joke. All right, Michael Crafton out there in the 9C, one of the travelers coming up from Tennessee, don't you know? Give a shout out to Mama back home at Thompson Station. Daddy David checking us out. Also, Corey Adams at number 15-9, another one of the Southern boys. That'd be Jagger Parker in the 6, coming up from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Winshaw ride. 84 of Xavier King always keeps him hopping. Jordan Hahn's number 54. 19 of Ryan Krugler, the 20 machine.
Speaking of 54s on this Drake Wood Memorial 54 night, they do have Drake's car here this evening, and they're going to use it as a pace vehicle for the A main tonight at the start of the event. So that'll be pretty cool to have Drake's ride out there. I think Mike Adams is going to be behind the wheel for that.
Did I get everybody mentioned in this crew? Zach Gray's number 53. Sean Parker in 20 also the Bowling Green. Got him. Didn't want to overlook some of our travelers because I know the folks back home listening in, whether on Facebook or the YouTube or the My Race Pass audio feed, even on Speedrome TV. Reminder. Dean Bradshaw's number 12. Took a bit of a spin there in the earlier practice. Looks like he's got things straightened out. Crafton, that traveler there, fastest so far, 13.736, 13.736. He's about 2/100 of a second better than Xavier King at a 13.751. John Robbins right behind, 13.788. Jagger Parker, boy, they're going to have a nice little battle here with these out-of-towners, 13.797. Jordan Hahn, 13.802. Corey Adams, 13.851. So a tenth of a second between those five.
Well, and you know how this class goes here at the track, Corey. You get 20-plus cars usually within 1 second. So now stir in some out-of-town talent, and that pack just gets even bigger.
case you've been under a rock the last couple of years, these cars everybody buys from the same catalog in essence. There's some aftermarket allowed in certain places, but for the most part, everybody's got the same stuff. It's what you do with it that makes a difference.
Yeah, a lot of setup adjustments, talent behind the wheel, experience.
The wheel. Yep.
Yeah, fun class.
And basically, they race all over the planet. I had the wrong number 19, didn't I? That's a Robbins 19. Here's the Krugler 19. Duh. Got a real kick. We were joking about Mark Colklesser, Colonel Klesser there in the 28, and calling it Colonel Klesser and Lieutenant Bryce. Well, actually, they put that now on the roofs of their cars, so their names on top. So
yeah, ready to provide name, rank, and serial number at any cost.
They are.
Of course, they travel a pretty good long way to get here.
Yep.
And once they came the first time, they were hooked.
They were hooked, yeah.
And they've been here darn near ever since, except for extreme weather nights.
Mom stays home. They brought Bryce's lovely young lady, and then 3 dogs.
Nice.
So real neat little group.
2 really friendly. One's a little, maybe not.
One will take your hand off. Yep.
But somebody's got to protect the trailer while they're out here practicing.
That's what it is.
That's him.
Matty's in charge of trailer security.
Yep.
Trying to beat Michael Crafton's best time at 13.736, 137.36. So far, nobody toppling him off the top of the heap. Some open sailing here for Dylan Dupler now, the 55 machine. Black and gray. Dupler now is becoming one of those guys, becomes a bit of a Catholic taste kind of guy that he's been in so many different divisions. Of course, was a regular on factory front wheel drives. Now latching on to these legend cars, not doing bad at all.
No, he's working really hard at getting better in this. His front wheel drive, he's so used to it, he can just fall out of a tree and drive it. But getting better and better in the legend car each and every week. Hangs out with the Yow Buddy Motorsports guys. So
right, and Crafton, King, Robbins, Parker, and Hans. So my top 5 unchanged. Roth a bit off the pace this time. We saw some real good laps with him earlier. Run the second quick, but now 13.845, the best of mustard so far in this second session. Don't know if they misjudged an adjustment or just can't find a clean sailing.
Out there also right now, winner of the first major of the season, the Marty Griffin Memorial, that's Kevin Brooks.
Yep. There's another guy that can do it all here behind the wheel.
Yeah. He rolls this legend car out on occasions, and of course he's doing double duty tonight as well, as he's in the Outlaw Figure 8 car.
And we talk about 2 number 19s here today. One is the 19 in blue that's on the track right now, Ryan Krugler. The other one was that 19 in that blackish color. That was John Robbins. I regret I misidentified him at first and I hit the track earlier. New kid on the block, Brandon Akery in the orange 77B, the old Cooper machine. Literally, they basically put the numbers on in the pits.
Yep. Not too many weeks ago, he was victorious out here in Ford Figure 8. Now making his first appearance in a legend car.
Yep. More to come, more to come, more to come. Again, we know of at least 33 in the pits. That's how many hit the first.
Yeah, 34 signed in. I'm not sure which car missed the first practice. Could have been somebody without a transponder as well. But we'll see how many come out in this one. And this is, again, their final practice session here the afternoon. The next time we see them out, we'll be in single car qualifying, which I'm hearing that they talked the track into 2 laps apiece, which, is not my favorite, but that's okay.
Well, it does. These are similar to almost like the fast cars. It does take them about 2 or 3 laps to actually get their best momentum going.
But oval qualifying traditionally out here has been 1 lap in about every division we've ever had, and it does take extra time too. And when we build these agendas, we are prepared for having 1, so that could cut into autograph time. That's the part I'm not too happy about, but that's okay. Like to give the fans the most amount of autograph time as we possibly can.
One of the new cars on the track there, the black number 77, that is Drew Bovell, and I apologize for not knowing anything about Drew Bovell. He took some very slow practice laps. Now we can see he's probably pretty new here because first practice session he did slow practice laps up against the wall out of everybody's way. This one bit more in the groove, having a little problems keeping it down to stay on the bottom.
Yeah, again, with not knowing the experience, we don't know what tracks he's used to or not used to, you know, and the tight confines here at the Speedrome.
Yep.
Sometimes takes a little getting used to.
Legend cars are a tricky little racer. They are very, very fast, very, very powerful, and they got a nasty little clutch that you really got to get a feel for.
Yeah, a lot of horsepower for not much weight.
Yep.
Not a ton of grip on the tires. So
I think it's still just a 3-gear in-out gearbox. In other words, you push it.
And it's a car famously that the harder you drive it, it seems like the better it goes. So you try to baby it and smooth it around, you might not get much performance out of it. So something to get used to.
And Crafton, King, Robbins, Nathan Arthur got up to 4th quick, moves Dagger Parker back to 5th quick. 27 taking advantage of the second to last practice session. Should be one more batch of them coming up, and then one more round from the Mini Outlaws on the oval.
White flag out for this group. As you mentioned, one more pack standing ready at the gate.
Giving everybody about 10 laps per run through.
Check out the good folks at O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly is an industry-leading auto parts retailer providing automotive aftermarket parts, tools, supplies, equipment, and accessories throughout the United States. O'Reilly Auto Parts serves both professional and do-it-yourself customers. Visit them today at O'ReillyAuto.com for more. That's O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hannah's Wrecker Parts and Recycling. Got scrap? Take it to Tony at Indy's premier scrap metal recycler at 3501 West Kelly Street. Need a tow? Hannah's has your hookup with multiple towing services covering all over central Indiana. For contact information and much more, visit hannahswreckerservice.com. Hannah's sponsor of all the Speedrome school bus activities.
Had to make a trip through town today and come back and saw one of our big rigs there hauling an Indigo bus away. We've been covering that contract for a bit.
That's some work there.
It is. A couple of late night runs as well, taking care of the folks down in Gary Police Department. There's part of the Hannah's family. Always busy down in Whiteland. Lots all over. Logan Anderson out there in the number 1. Kenny Hacker's number 8. Casey White's number 41. Shays, that's CJ Penrod's number 72 machine. The 33 of Colin Dickey. And the John Hacker number 2 machine.
Logan Anderson out there in that number 1, and one heck of a title battle right now with Xavier King. They've been swapping the lead back and forth the last couple of events, and it seems like for those two drivers, having a bad finish is like a 5th place. So putting on one whale of a performance between those two, and we'll see how they handle it with tonight's big field and long 54-lap distance for the main event tonight.
Like another one on the mend there. Marilyn Hargraves checking in from the peanut gallery there. Zach Gerald's taking a peek. So he's up there working. Don't know if my mom's out listening or not, but hope you're doing well, Mama.
Hopefully in the air conditioning, cooling off.
She is. Got the stair lift working.
Nice.
Got her a Coke from McDonald's. Tina Brady, howdy.
Somebody hitting the chip out there.
There are a couple of them. Well, I'm wondering, Dickey's always had that problem, see what's going on. I don't know if somebody built that in so he doesn't blow things up or what.
Yeah.
Yep, I think it's Colin Dickey's number 33.
Yeah, still getting the maximum out of it, though,
He
but
does.
He's catching the chip right there heading into the corner.
Which shows you he's still on that gas. That's that's the interesting part.
Give me more power.
Yeah.
One of our youngest drivers out there, too.
Yeah, well, you live forever when you're that age.
2-time runner-up in the junior fast car division out here.
Yep. They've been traveling all over the U.S. here in these legend cars in 2026.
Yeah, but was down in Nashville here about a month back.
Yep. Mini Outlaws, Mini Outlaws, Mini Outlaws, the on-track gate, Mini Outlaws, the on-track gate, Mini Outlaws, the on-track gate. Be ready to go. It was going to be Crafton, King, Robbins, Arthur, and Parker, your top 5.
For over 4 decades, Bruce Litton Trailer Sales has built a reputation for quality customer service, trust, and exceptional value. Their team can match you with the ideal trailer or truck conversion for your needs. Bruce Litton Trailer Sales is located at 10184 East U.S. Highway 136, right across from Raceway Park. Check out their full inventory online at brucelitton.com. That's Bruce Litton Trailer Sales.
You didn't do that right. It's Raceway Park. Come on now. This is Speedrome. Speedrome.
Beatbox Beverages is your ultimate party in a box. It's a ready-to-drink adult cocktail that comes in bold and fruity party punch flavors. Stop in at a local store to fill your fridge with your favorite Beatbox beverage flavor or grab one at the concession stand tonight. Beatbox is a perfect, refreshing match to watch Speedrome racing.
By the way, if you're in the stands, don't forget to stay well hydrated. Try not to do it all on the alcoholic stuff, but to stay well hydrated. A little bit of shade, a little bit of wind. A couple places you can sit there and chill if need be, but give us more hot laps. And what color helmet we have in the 51 this time? Oh, man.
I think that's Miss Jessica back in behind the wheel.
Yeah.
A little lower in the seat there,
too. That's actually the other thing I was checking, see if maybe Zach was trying to trying to hide a little bit there.
Yeah, I think Lee just shook it down there during that first round while she was getting ready for her front-wheel drive practice. Now back behind the wheel, the 51. She's competing for Rookie of the Year in this class in 2026.
What other bit of news?
Of course, Alex Phillips back out there behind the wheel of his car. He was on vacation there one of the last times out. Jillian Lopato subbed in and drove it to a nice top 10 finish in a 40-lap figure 8.
Nice little matchup here going on between Phillips and the number 96 and 00 of Ray Eversole. In fact, Ray Eversole's got our fastest lap so far, 13.505, 13505. Phillips 13.6 and change. So Eversole actually a little bit disappointed. Got hung up behind Phillips. Joseph Sales also on the track, number 66.
Getting his kicks.
Yep. Joking around with him before the show out in their pits, and he says, well, if I don't run out of talent here real soon, we're still loving it.
Yeah, and he's been pretty good on the oval so far, and really gaining experience each time out on the figure 8.
Yep.
Trying to stay out of the way and just run his laps and learn.
And you make a case, figure 8 racing is as much attitude as it is skill.
Yep.
And you just can't think straight to be able to do a figure 8 right.
Yeah, and for some of these folks, they didn't grow up around figure 8 racing, so it's still fairly new to them. So learning the ins and outs of that, and I can very much appreciate that after being around it all my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see folks getting into the sport we love.
Yep. Speaking of which, I want to give a shout out there to our folks from all over, worldwide, coast to coast, pole to pole coverage here. Live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live at speedrome.tv. And, of course, you good people here in attendance at Indianapolis Speedrome at the corner of Brookville Road and Kitley Avenue. $15 to get in today. Let your friends know it's a nice, cheap ticket price. About as better than some of the movies I've gone to in the last couple of weeks, but and definitely going to give a bit more entertainment than your average film and won't be out on video the next day. But come on, check it out. We are here having fun. We've got concession stands open for you if you're hungry or thirsty. Again, plan is going through, wrap up this practice at about 5:15, go with Legends qualifying at 5:20, and then bring cars to the track for the autograph session about 5:45.
Couple more machines.
Yep.
The final machines here of the Mini Outlaw practice. 28 of Ray Hobson. And it looks like the 87 of Chris Gooden.
Chris Gooden.
They still have the gate open back there, so there may be another one coming.
Sneaking on through. Is that Arthur? I thought it had been.
Might be a Cree.
No, not Jackson Navarro.
Oh, nice. Trying to run through my head and try to remember who we'd seen from this round. And
just a handful coming out. A little bit, not quite the whole field coming out for this final practice session. These cars, one of the other pluses that some of the guys tell me, they are so easy to work with that as long as you pay attention to your notebook from the previous, you've got your work halfway done.
Nice.
In fact, you can actually practice too much.
Yeah.
As old, Richard Petty always said, he'd do 5 laps and he was done. There's no need to do more than 5 laps. After that, you start adjusting the driver instead of thinking how to adjust the car.
Speaking of getting out on track, the 21 of Tanner Mullis joins us as well.
Yep. Look for big things from him. He had a good practice week.
And I believe one more. Is that Underwood over there?
No, we got the 85 machine. Garrett Fox joined us.
Fox and Underwood's car looks similar.
Yep.
At least to my eyes, so sometimes I can't tell till they're right in front of me.
And the new kid on the block, Johnny Greer, is number 42 and comes to a stop on the backstretch again.
Remember, he was doing that at the end of the last practice. We were speculating on electrical or fuel pickup or something because it will run for a little bit and then sort of stop. So
might be just unfamiliar with for example, the in-out box. That the gearbox of these things are kind of weird.
Well, and he's got a bunch of starts in this division, but it's been a minute, so he's going to get well acquainted with our track crew. It seems like every time they just make it over to him, he gets it fired back up. So,
I was talking about earlier there, Doug Gregg telling us how he was up all night getting that thing ready to go for today.
Looks like all of his competitors are going over to check on him there. See if he could get started. If not, we'll give him a push.
Even Jackson Navarro's asking how he's doing.
Yeah. Seeing if he can borrow his AAA card.
I guess.
Looks like the factory front-wheel drives are gathering back there like they should. They're on the ball.
Sending out the gator getter to go get him.
Yeah, we're looking inside the cockpit, and doesn't look like there's much movement there from Greer. So he's maybe taking his gloves off, so whatever it is not as successful of restarting like it was the last practice session. Again, first night out in the car, so still working through some bugs and things.
Yep.
Still got opportunities with the oval feature and the figure 8 feature here tonight. So
sometimes you don't know whether to grab the wrench or the raid, but
yeah. Well, and him being his first night of the season, he's going to start on the back of both those races anyway. So he's looking to shake the bugs out anyways here tonight. So good opportunity for that, plus a chance to meet with the fans during the autograph session.
George Lane asking for the peanut gallery here. Is the schedule showing July 4th as fireworks night at the Speedrome? And do they have the price for that night? And it says he'll be in town that night.
Yep, just go ahead to speedrome.com, and we have all the agendas, prices, and everything up there. And
there you go.
We do not do fireworks on the July 4th night. We do it the week before.
There you go.
Because we would be in direct competition with the downtown fireworks show if we did it that night. So
we've done that before now. It's been kind of interesting.
But actually, we're going to start a little earlier on that night and maybe try to get done. So if you still want to head on downtown to check that out.
There you go.
We're going to do that. It's all features that night.
Yep.
And all the features add up to a total of 250 laps.
Okay.
So we're celebrating America's birthday with 250.
Gotcha.
So I think there's 6 or 7 classes running that day. So
there you go. Check out the schedule coming down. If it all goes well, we'll get you a chance to head
George
on.
down there in Florida, there's a figure 8 tonight at the Auburndale Speedway.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, George, don't forget our good friends over at Auburndale Speedway got an outlaw figure 8 run to go too.
Yep,
the Hound Hauler is back. Sean Moore driving, they tell us.
A lot of good friends down there, and several guys that you'll see up here in the World Figure 8 Championship racing down there this evening at Auburndale.
What a country. Over here advertising other racetracks right here.
Yeah, well, they're slightly out of our neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, except not Indianapolis Raceway Park, but
Patui. Yeah, they go straight over there.
Well, for years through the 60s into the 70s, that was the one thing that, anybody had a conflict about at the end of a speed was, well, I'm just going to Raceway Park. And then they did. And a lot of them came back.
And then they didn't have that option anymore.
Nope. Still would be fun if we get some of our cars on their road course.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking the other day about, asking about the Putnam Park road course with possibility of getting our cars out there again.
Yeah.
It's slim to none, but
cool. The cool thing about the Raceway Park road course is, when they used to run the USAC stock cars and stuff back there in the 60s, all the big name stock car drivers would be out there. They would run both series until they were sort of forced not to. But so pretty major names competing out there. That looks like that's it for the Browns Oil Service Mini Outlaws as far as practice on the oval is concerned. Get set for the One-Way Auto Parts factory front-wheel drives to come out for their final test of the afternoon.
Travis Hartman leading the way in the number 94. Boy, that team has really blossomed into a little section of the pits. Return of Brayton Laster. Jalen Summers out in number 41. Hoping to shake some of the bad luck he's had in this division here. Talked to Lily Drago there before the night started. She's excited. She says she promises she's going to finish to go the distance on her heat race. Going the distance on the feature. Now she's not promising, but she's pretty excited, optimistic.
Yep, big move up from the junior fast carts to these cars here, and doing a nice job trying to stay out of trouble. Sometimes trouble finds her, but, she's soldiering through it.
Curtis Toole back in the 85, and I think I'm seeing a little smoky smoke coming out of the backside of that one. That's not a good sign in the 85 ride. Give Newcastle. They split around. Drago going to turn number 3. That includes nose number 57. Having a little play fight there with the 93 machine of Michael Clark.
Yeah, we have 21 cars already signed in the front-wheel drives for tonight,
Lordy.
so that should be a dandy.
I'll have a good one. They do tend to come in late.
Yeah.
And, that's a lot of smoke. Oh, that's way too much smoke coming off the 85 of Toole. That's not a good sign whatsoever.
Well, he hasn't raced in a few weeks, so maybe, maybe knocking the cobwebs off. I'm trying to put a positive spin on this here somewhere.
Unfortunately, I think he knocked him off in the oil pan. That's not a good sign. Yep, that's bad.
Probably getting a warning light on his dash about now. To head down to O'Reilly's and have them plug it into the meter and see what's wrong with it.
Hook up to...
It is getting ready to roll into summer, with the mosquitoes and things.
Yeah, it could help to chase them away. No, and the 57 goes
pulls up to let him know, I think,
Yep.
Just like when you see somebody with a bad tail light or something, you try to alert them.
And they spit a whole lot of what?
Or they give you a salute.
Yep. One finger at a time.
But he's soldiering on. It's not slowing him down too much.
Vasquez is going to be Travis Harmon at 15.159. No at 15.185. Jalen Summers, 15.455. Kyle Downey, lost track of him there in the number 23 machine on the track. I forgot about him. Sorry about that, Kyle. 15.674. Nathan Dalton, 15.856. Curtis Toole was doing 15.9s. And everybody else 16 and up.
Smoke's getting really bad now in this final lap.
Yep, and I think you might notice it now.
Yeah, hopefully he's not oiling the whole track down.
I can see clearly now the smoke is gone.
When the smoke stops going is really the biggest problem. Good times are always on tap at the One More Lounge. Fun, food, music, and ice-cold beverages await you and your friends. Check out their packed schedule of events on Facebook. One More Lounge is the official Last Call, Last Lap White Flag sponsor. One More Lounge is located a few minutes south of the track at 7143 Southeastern Avenue in Wanamaker. That's the One More Lounge.
One more.
Need good used tires? Visit our friends at Joe's Used Tires. Joe's has great prices and fast quality service. Joe's Used Tires is located at 1901 North Rural Street. Stop in or give them a call at 317-809-7157 to check availability of your needed tire. That's Joe's Used Tires.
That's a new one, aren't they?
Brand new one.
There you go.
Got a sign right there on the back stretch down there by the ticket booth.
I see it there.
On the front
there you
of the
go.
grandstand. Yep.
What was the address again on that one? Rural.
Yeah, it's on Rule, 1901 North Rule.
Gotcha.
Hadley Towing is a full-service towing and roadside assistance provider dedicated to offering reliable and efficient service to motorists in central Indiana. From light and medium-duty towing to equipment transportation, private property impounds, tire changes, and more, give Hadley Towing a call at 463-336-2919. That's Hadley Towing.
Mason Hadley, of course, in the number 2 machine. Be out here again for another hot lap session. He'll be out there for the autograph session as well. We'll make our way around.
Crew checking out the track to see if it a little slicky slick from the tool machine.
Yep. Grandpa Garrett is giving an eye on it.
Circle City Pyrotechnics of Indiana has been providing fantastic, affordable fireworks displays since 1996 and offers fireworks presentations at affordable prices. Circle City provides the Speedrome Fireworks Showcase each and every year and brings big, significant blasts at some of our bigger events. Circle City Pyrotechnics is a longtime official sponsor of the Junior Fast Karts.
Chance for both our W cars there to get out there. Jeff Wright and Mike Wright come both on the track now.
They weren't going to be late this time. They were ready.
And a chance for them to, at least run together, get some pictures. Hopefully, Mom ready with the Polaroid there.
Yeah, they may even trade some paint here in this practice session.
Michael in the
They're pretty close there.
Michael in the 93W, Jeffrey in the 94W machine, Jessica Bush number 51, Jaden Steele's number 13, Thomas Hayes in the 92. They tell me, whatever you do, don't ever pass him on the right. I think that was the one you're not supposed to do. They're joking around in the pits earlier. Whoa, Steele with a slide. And now we'll keep an eye.
That's the second car I've seen go around there into turn 3, so I'm wondering if it's a little slickery over there. Track crew keeping an eye on it. That Steele's still turned around.
Let's see. Steele is doing a 17.6 at the time.
He's going to get turned back around and squared away. Back going.
And
Outlaw figure 8 cars. Outlaw figure 8 cars. Use it or lose it. Be at the back gate for your practice. Outlaw figure 8 cars. Outlaw figure 8 cars to the gate, please.
Looks like we do get a bad spot or two there on the south end. 94W machine of Wright also. That was Jeffrey Wright's number 94 taking a slide. Now Crew's going to go take a look and see what's going on.
Yeah.
When you start getting that misty, that it comes off as a spray. Sometimes you get lucky and everything's going through the pipes. That's fine. But you get that little misty, release of some sort.
Well, and front-wheel drive cars don't tend to spin like that just generally because of the traction being on the front wheels, the way they drive them through there as opposed to a rear-wheel drive car. So
we're going to go out and do the Speedrome shuffle and see if we can figure out what all's happening there. See, try what's the taste? What's it taste like? They are going to put a stripe there of the cement. Let's see, we're doing cement or kitty litter going on there. Soak some of that up, then kick the litter on the side. So, yeah, it looks like he may have lost a little bit, especially towards the end there when all that came up in his face.
Hankey, Marks, and Kreider are injury and disability lawyers who are here for justice. They're here for you when your life changes. With decades of success, they are your Social Security, disability, and injury attorneys. Let their skillful staff take care of you. Visit them today at HankeyLawFirm.com. Hankey, Marks, and Kreider, the official sponsor of the Senior Fast Kart Series.
If you haven't been there yet, give it a try. Go check out Don's T-shirt shack over there, the trailer out behind the main grandstand outside turn number 1. He's got all sorts of goodies there for Speedrome events. Got some of the special events also on attendance, in stock, I should say, as well as all of your favorite drivers' shirts and hats and caps and that sort of thing. Check out his sale rack. He's got that going behind the main grandstand outside turn 1, right next to where we're racking up the bicycles for the bicycle races. Give us a second here to go through a quick track check and get some cleanup done out there. Bit of a stripe left there, we believe, now from the tool mobile.
Check out our good friends at One Way Auto Parts. Looking for good used parts? Looking to sell an old vehicle for scrap? One Way Auto Parts can handle that and much more. Call them today at 317-632-1994 or stop in at 3401 East New York Street to see what they can do for you. That's One Way Auto Parts, the sponsor of the wildly popular Grocery Getters and this factory front-wheel drive division. That's One Way Auto Parts. Brown's Oil Service is the official fuel service provider of Sunoco Racing Fuels to the Indianapolis Speedrome. Their racing fuel can power your driver to victory in any kind of competition. Fill up your tank today. Brown's Oil Service, the official presenting sponsor of the exciting Mini Outlaw Oval and Figure 8 cars. Elite Outdoor Services is the place to call for commercial and residential concrete work. Parking lots, driveways, walkways, and more are no problem for Elite Outdoor Services. They also do asphalt seal coating, striping, and more. Schedule your free estimate today at 317-681-2489. Elite Outdoor Services, the official sponsor of the Ford Young Guns.
Get it back to speed, see what happens with going to turn number 3 and 4 this time. Taking it kind of wide. Here comes 6-7, Zach Hall. A little bit down there at the bottom of the racetrack. 16-second lap on that one. And see if anybody getting it back down into the 15-second range. There we go. Zach Hall, 15.798. So I think basically it's curing itself, and it looks like nobody else lined up for the factory front-wheel drives. Outlaw Figure 8. Outlaw Figure 8 cars on-track gate, please. Outlaw Figure 8 cars on-track gate. Outlaw Figure 8 cars the on-track gate. Ollie Oxenfree. Welcome, fans. Coming on in. Festival seating all around. Going to go through a bit more practice here, and then one final Outlaw Figure 8 practice, and right into Legend Car qualifying. Outlaw Figure 8 practice into Legend Car qualifying. Following that, we'll start bringing the cars out onto the track for that autograph session. So come on in, get comfy, pick your seat wherever you like, front stretch, back stretch, maybe in the high rise there in turn 3. Which I guess now that we've got the other bleachers all built up, not quite so high by contrast. Remember, we were all excited when this first one up.
Well, the name's just kind of stuck, so... Outlaw Figure 8 cars, Outlaw Figure 8 cars, last call, Outlaw Figure 8 cars, Outlaw Figure 8 cars, last call, Outlaw Figure 8 cars.
I guess double check. Are we assuming the Legend car is going across the scales before coming out? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So attention Legend cars. You will be going, basically take the pathway through the pits, head over and go across the scales before coming out onto the track for your qualifying. So you go across the scales, immediately head for the track for your qualifying runs. Don't try to go back to your pits after going across the scales. So go around, go across the scales, and go straight to the gate for your qualifying. We're going to have to get everybody in line and ready to go here. We're shutting off line shortly after start of qualifications.
Outlaws, please be at the gate if you'd like to practice. Outlaws, please be at the gate immediately if you'd like to practice. If not, we'll move on to Legend qualifying. Didn't notice that Bobby Whitaker signed in since our last practice.
There you go. Had him a pretty good run there, Chuck Hargrave's run.
Yeah, I think he finished 8th.
I think, yep, one of his best in a while. So that's
yeah, I think that's about right, somewhere in there. 7th, 8th, 9th, right in there. So good run for the Bulldog. Looks like we're finished up here switching the stoplights around, which we need to do for the Figure 8 course. And as soon as the yellow truck gets to the backstretch, we will turn the Figure 8 cars loose here. Again, Outlaw Figure 8 cars, if you'd like to practice, please be at the gate immediately. Qualifying for the Legends, stand by Legends, qualifying is next. Outlaws, to the gate.
Dylan Dowd's number 21 machine out on the track. The 20 of Jack Dawsey Jr., 57 of Jesse Tunney, and the 2 machine of Mason Hadley.
Well, these 4 cars, either you're a world champion or you're related to a world champion out of these 4 that are out here so far. Dawsey with 6 wins in the 3 hour. Jesse Tunney, the 2020 World Figure 8 champion. Of course, Dylan Douthat's father, Bobby, is a World Figure 8 champion, and Mason Hadley's brother, Mike, is a World Figure 8 champion.
Dun, dun, dun.
So these guys talented in their own right, but definitely adjacent to super success here at the Speedrome.
I'm assuming it looks like possibly we're going to continue the feed here. I don't know if I do know if we're going all the way through.
We'll probably do qualifying.
I think so. Yeah, good qualifying. So there you go. Mama Gail down there in Thompson Station, Tennessee there. You'll be able to watch Mike Crafton there do his qualifying for the freebie there on your Facebook. All goes well. So.
Yeah, we try to include that into the free preview as well, unless it's sort of a unique situation or if we're behind or something. But should be good to go here.
And Mason, nobody's really burning up the track on this one at all. 18-second laps, 18 and a half.
Oh, Hadley slid down into the fence down here, Corey.
Ouch.
I think he got it stopped before any big damage, but he couldn't turn the car right there. I saw the white smoke coming off the tires, and I think he just tapped the fence there. Yep. So I don't think the problem is damage, but I think whatever the problem was what sent him straight.
Okay.
So we'll have to keep an eye on that. So obviously no damage from an accident or anything.
Well, their best laps were the 18-0 and 18-3 range.
But thank goodness that Mason got her woed down there before he got into the wall.
He just done 18.046, and they are sending out a record. Check him out. Going backwards under his own.
Yep, rolling down the hill there. May just need a shove through the gate there, but I'm wondering if something locked up or something in the steering.
Yes, I see no damage whatsoever to the nose. So.
No, if he touched it, he didn't touch it at all. But like I said, that was the white smoke I saw out of the corner of my eye.
He's locking them up, so maybe we'll have to see what happens. Should be.
Well, and these guys are probably have their new tires on in this second section, so I hope he didn't. Hopefully, he didn't damage those new tires. You know that'll.
Well, that's true. That would
impair him for the rest of the evening. But looks like the tow truck wasn't needed, so he's going to get back into his cubby hole there as. Yep. We may add some more cars to this group here. Outlaw figure 8 cars. Outlaw figure 8 cars. Last call. Outlaw figure 8 cars.
Well, I think because the game plan is to give everybody their 10 laps. These guys are already on lap 3 of their session. And so they'll let them finish their next couple laps. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Nope, now they're opening up the gate again. So,
yeah, maybe since we were just down to a couple of cars, it's easier to go ahead and stack them in there. And it's hard to see from here sometimes how many they got waiting over there as well. With some of them pitting right in that area.
Oh, there you go. Matt Smith's number 87. Ben Tunney's number 5. Chad Sizemore's number 1. 27 of Chris Gray. And the 3 of Kevin Brooks. And now we got a whole other wave after that. So, yeah, there's a couple of them that's kind of hanging back.
Yeah, the alarm clock must have went off back there.
I think so.
But legend cars. You can start making your way towards the scales. Legend cars. You can start making your way towards the scales as your qualifications will be up next.
Now they're going to have an interesting traffic jam because they have that line of outlaw cars.
Well, fortunately, it doesn't take much of a gap for them to slide through there. But some of them are on the back stretch, and some of them are in the regular pit, so some will be able to get there quicker than others, but still plenty of time. And I don't think track conditions are going to change much. This heat's here to stay for a little while, so not going to catch a cloud or anything.
No. In fact, the issue, I think part of it, we talked about the possibility of problems from that possible leak earlier. I think more of a problem just this track continues to bake in the sun.
Yeah. Yep, but it's definitely going to be the same for everybody, so they'll make adjustment. And with them talking them into 2 laps of qualifying, that may pay off for some as well.
I mean, Mason Hadley's 18.046 still the best we've had out of this session. Well, I think just because that track is too dang hot now.
Yeah. Well, and these guys have heat races tonight as well, so they'll get another chance to adjust during those 8-lap tests. And then, of course, 4 drivers will be in the Dash for Cash. And speaking of that, we have yet to see the points leader tonight, Tori.
What?
Jeffrey Shackelford. Have not seen him.
Has not yet. He says he's planning on being out here for the autograph night. Says he got wrapped up his dirt track racing, the good run, and then
yep, of course.
Back to the garage, piece it together to get ready for tonight.
You're not required to practice to race that evening, so he could still show up for sure. And like I said, his fans probably expecting to see him out during the autograph session, so we'll see what Shack Pack does there.
Well, let's see what we got.
Looks like a couple outlaws still waiting to.
Well, he has not officially checked in yet.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. 55, Daniel Norman. Boy, I look forward to a big night from him. 33, Doug Gregg should be starting up towards the front. 31, Johnny Hargrave Jr. Ditto there. And hopefully he's got all his ducks in a row now. 21 of Dylan Douthit. And the track truck, who's not going to be driving on the 8th.
He's pulled off already.
Outlaw figure 8 cars, Outlaw figure 8 cars, Outlaw figure 8 cars to the tech line, please. Pardon me. Legend cars. This early onset Alzheimer's was such a pain. Legend cars to tech line. Legend cars to tech line, please. Legend cars to the tech line. Must go across tech before coming to the gate for your qualifying session. Legend cars.
We'll see if anybody in this group could bump their time up there towards the top of the deal as well. Doug Gregg, Hall of Famer here at the Speedrome, 2-time World Figure 8 champion. Daniel Norman's number 55, again coming off that runner-up finish in the Chuck Hargraves Memorial. Currently leads the standings in the rookie section of the Outlaws here this year and is in the top 10 of the overall points. So looking pretty snazzy. And Johnny Hargraves Jr. again making his first points appearance of 2026. Finished in the top 10 of the standings last year. Former champion of the junior and senior fast kart series.
Also wins in the Fords, of course, as well as a good run in the Outlaw. Like I said, then you're the man. Does he have points going into tonight for ranking purposes?
No.
So
he's going to be coming off the tail as
well.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Because last week's Chuck Hargraves race was not a points event, so none of the results counted towards the season. But still good for him to get out and support Grandpa's race, and also getting a chance to work the bugs out of that machine for its first appearance in 2026.
All right, starting to see the parade of Legend cars heading over to the tech line. Legend car is going to go through tech and then come straight to the gate for their qualifying session. It's got a little bit of chicane to drive through.
Yeah, 34 cars signed in. Again,
busy.
Should be exciting. Every time they qualify, it's always very close. Anybody getting down in the 17s yet, Tori?
Yep. Ben Tunney, 17.964. Tanya Norm, 17.998. Sizemore, an 18-aught. Hadley, of course, had that 18-aught earlier. So they weren't really ripping the... they might have been playing it somewhat safe. Like I said, that was also their scuff session.
Yeah.
And they're going to definitely want their tires to be very, very at their best for that, what's now a sprint, basically, the 51 lap for the figure 8. We got
Southern Indiana Barns is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor building needs. From storage sheds, metal garages, playhouses, and tiny home shells, they have it. Many of our Speedrome buildings are from Southern Indiana Barns. Call them today at 317-709-1202. Southern Indiana Barns is the official pit band sponsor and presenter of the Speedrome Ford division.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
All legend cars should be in the tech line. All legend cars in the tech line or the qualifying line. All legend cars should be in the tech line or the qualifying line. All legend cars should be in the tech line or the qualifying at this time.
This is the third annual Drakewood Memorial. Of course, Cody Bullock won the inaugural race in 2024. And then last year, Max Olmstead II was the winner of the Drakewood Memorial race. And here in qualifying today, very important, the top 8 fastest cars will lock in immediately to the Drakewood Memorial 54. And then those 8 fastest cars will redraw for those 8 starting spots. So you want to lock yourself in.
Yep.
And then the remaining cars will be lined up in 2 B mains tonight, where we'll take 6 cars each out of those 2 B mains and add them on to the field.
And those are lined up straight up.
Yep.
So you're qualifying.
Qualifying's
very
important there, too.
Here's a guy always fast and always a champion, it seems. Xavier King's number 84 machine.
King, the current points leader.
Yep. Mentored by John Robbins, who we'll be seeing also tonight. And also has a mini outlaw wins, as you recall.
Yep.
First lap in is going to be a 13.905, 13.905 first lap. We're looking for the top 8 and then start bumping from there.
King making his second appearance in the race. Finished third last year.
Second one is a 13.857, 3.857. Braylon Eder right after. 2-time champion in the junior fast car division. Immediately graduated up into these legend cars. And pretty tough little competitor along with his cousin Colin Dickey.
Eder making his second appearance in the Drakewood Memorial. He finished 12th last year.
There you go. First lap, 14.141, 14.141.
Kind of odd here tonight. We've had 2 of these Drakewood races, and neither of the previous winners are here. So we're going to have a new winner tonight.
Yep, guaranteed new winner. And second was slower, 14166, so 14141 goes in official time. This is the number 20 of Sean Parker coming in from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Special guest coming out here tonight. I don't believe, I think he has been here before, hasn't he?
Nope, not only making his first Drakewood appearance, but making his first ever appearance at the Speedrome.
There you go, Sean Parker in the 20. First lap, sweet, 13.966, 13.966 for the first lap. And all 3 of our little out-of-town invaders have been very, very fast all day long. So good little run here for Parker. Second lap, 14.002 is slower, so 13.966 could carry him into a possible top 8 start.
So far, Tori, has anybody improved on the second lap?
Yes. Xavier King's was second lap was faster.
All righty.
This is Doug Cooper, D.B. Cooper, as we say, the number 21 machine.
Doug Cooper making his first start in the Drakewood Memorial tonight.
He's been in occasional appearances here at the Speedrome, and see what it does for him in the sedan. 15 and change won't help much. 15.632 for those of you playing the home game. And improves to a 14.828. 14.828. Fifth qualifier is going to be Casey White, number 41, out of Greenwood, Indiana.
Casey White making his first appearance in the Drakewood Memorial event. Of course, former runner-up in the World Figure 8 Championship.
Yep. And first lap, 14.111, 14.111. Averaging about 51 miles an hour, I think it is.
We'll have to dig that chart up sometime.
And slower to a 14.258. This will be qualifier number 6, Michael Crafton. This one to keep an eye on out of Franklin, Tennessee.
This also a driver making his first ever Speedrome appearance, so glad to have him.
I thought first was one of my old demo derby buddies.
He might be our leader in the clubhouse for the furthest attending award.
Yep. He was very fast in practice, very fast there. 13.830, fast time so far. 13.830, Michael Crafton.
If he ends up being
and
that,
did
that's
not improve. 13.854. You heard him hitting the chip, like you say.
Yeah. If he ends up being the farthest competitor in the A main, that's an easy $100
there you
right
go.
there.
It's followed by 14 machine of Quentin White. Quentin White in the 14. Crafton now sitting atop the speed charts.
Quentin White making his first Drakewood appearance.
14.828. Place to start. Plenty of room for improvement.
Quentin, fourth in the championship standings currently.
Car drifting a little wide there on the south end. Not going to help much. And he did improve a little bit. 14.049. 14.049. Number 6 machine, Jagger Parker, the second part of our Bowling Green contingent.
First appearance at the Speedrome.
Yeah, the Renshaw Automotive have a couple problems out there. 14.096, 14.096.
Hitting the chip pretty good there on the back stretch.
Push the envelope sometimes. 13.956, 13.956, third quick. Now we start bumping. Right now, bump time, 14.828 for Doug Cooper. And this is John Robbins, Frankton, Indiana, in the number 19 machine. Many-time champion in this division at various tracks all over.
Robbins making his second appearance in the Drake Wood. Finished 7th last year.
First lap, 14.828, 14.828. Needs to pick up a bit. He's bumped Doug Cooper out of the starting 8. And improves himself with a 14.057, 14.057 for Robbins. This is my other number 19. Nope, it's 55 of Dylan Dupler. Dylan Dupler's number 55. He's gone through a couple bodies.
Dupler making his first appearance in the Drake Wood Memorial.
First lap 14.604, 14.604. Will not bump him into the field just yet. See if we can pick up a bit. Drifts up with just, I think it keeps it pretty steady there on the south end of the racetrack. Proved to a 1.4182, 1.4182. Ninth quick will not bump him in. Braden Letter sitting on the bubble. This is Colonel Klesser, Mark Cole Klesser, coming out of Arcanum, Ohio, in the number 28 machine.
Cole Klesser making his first appearance in the Drake Wood Memorial. I think he must have started running with us just after that.
14.031, 14.031. What came out? What? I think he came out for that one appearance, and then well, yeah, he was at the autograph night last year.
Yeah,
I remember.
But the wood race, I think, was ran on a different evening.
Yep. And Cole Klesser is fifth quick at a 1.4031, bumps his way into the field. Casey White on the bubble with a 14.111. This is Bryce Cole, Lieutenant Bryce there, trying to follow his dad into the main event if he could.
He also making his first appearance in the Drake Wood race.
Has to top 14.111. 14.340 is one of his best laps ever, but that's not going to be good enough to get in just yet. Needs to pick up a few more ticks. Dives in turn number 3. Notice he was not hitting the chip, as they call it. Drifts up a little wide in 4. Hangs on to it for 14.379. 1.4379 does not bump in. This kid has been bad fast, and boys, he got a new attitude for 2026. This is Landon Hoffman in the number 81H.
He's been in both the Drake Wood races, finished third in 2024, came home 16th last season.
Yep, tough one on that 14.004. Would put him in at 5th and bumps Casey White out. John Robbins on the bubble. Whoa, just way off the mark there. Has to gather back in again, slow him down to 14.077. So John Robbins on the bubble, bump speed of 14.057. Remember, you have to beat the person. First one to get that time. If somebody gets another 14.057, they will not beat him at that time. Old scorer's rule. Kristen Hammer in the number 4 machine for the Polk Brothers squad. 14.109, 14.109. Bumps, just avoids, just misses the bump speed.
Hammer making her second appearance in the race.
Whoop.
She finished 9th last year.
Almost throws it away there and approached turn 4. Slowed way down. She is not in the starting field just yet. Followed by Corey Adams, former champion of the division. One of the fellows who orchestrated this entire group with his Yay Buddy squad in honor of his little buddy Drake Wood.
Making his third appearance in the race. Finished 7th best in 2024.
First lap is good enough. 13.958, 13.958. Fourth quick. Behind Crafton, Xavier King, Jagger Parker. Corey now fourth quick. Sean Parker, Landon Hoffman, Mark Colklesser, and on the bubble, Quentin White. Second one slowed a little bit to a 14.141. Teammate for him now, Tyler Lawton's number 26. be his third one, isn't it?
Yeah, Tyler's been in all these races so far. Best finish was a 12th in the 2024 event.
Another part of that Yeah Buddy team that very, very tight with Drake.
Yep, very special evening for him and all of his teammates.
Whoops. See that bobble there on the south end between 3 and 4. 328, 528 will not bump him into the field. Have to come in through the qualifiers. Bubble still Quentin White at 14.049. This is going to be Dean Bradshaw. Nicest guy you could ever ask for in the Legend Car division, number 12 machine.
Dean Bradshaw's made all of the events here for the Drake Wood. His best finish was 10th in the inaugural race.
14.461.
Again, tonight's fast qualifier will pick up $58 thanks to our friends at 5-8 Motorsports.
There you go. Michael Craftsman right now sitting there looking that money in the face, and Bradshaw will not bump his way in. 17 so far taking times. Bump speed is still at 14.049 with Casey White. This is Nathan Arthur in the 81.
Arthur making his second appearance in the event. He was the 5th place finisher last year.
I'm just about the point where the only thing he has not run yet at this point has been the outlaw stuff out here at the Speedrome. 13.885, 13.885. Third quick for Nathan Arthur. That bumps Quentin White out, puts Mark Kolklesser on the bubble with that 14.031. Arthur can improve even more, does not, 13.975. Followed by Logan Anderson. Here's the guy who's been bad fast all season long. Can he keep the speed going here for this one?
Logan Anderson has been in every single Drake Wood race. His best finish was 10th last year.
And Anderson, first lap. 1.3843. Second quick for Logan Anderson. Can he take the pole now? Trying to take the pole away from Crafton. Landon Hoffman on the bubble. 13.791 is your new fast time for Logan Anderson. Followed by Jack Receiver in the number 84R. Anderson now has that pole spot. 20 cars have taken qualifying times out of the 34 registered.
Receiver making his first appearance in the Drake Wood Memorial Race.
14.352, 14.352 won't quite cut it. See if we can't get down a little bit. And the 14.263 is a good lap for him, but is not good enough to make it into starting field. Bump speed is a 14.004, 14.004. And Zach Brady's going to try to take a shot at it now. Another one, I think it's all three for Zach as well.
Zach's been in all these races. His best finish was a 6th in the 2024 Classic.
First lap, 14.346 will not do it.
Of course, former runner-up in the points championship here in the division.
Yep. And a 14.195 is sweet for him, but not good enough to make it in. Whoops, mechanical problems for Nathan Franklin's number 87. And this is also one of the cases you really don't want to have to come to a stop. You want to be carrying all that momentum because you're only going to get 2 tries at this run. Now, once he crosses this, you're allowed the one presentation, too. So he's basically got to live with whatever time he gets out of this.
Yeah, this first one's definitely going to be a throwaway.
Yep. Oh, car just goes all over, sailing sideways.
Still on the clock, so he can gather it up.
He can still take that, basically take the long, slow lap here, and then hopefully the second one can make up for it. He did cut inside the marker. That doesn't change anything. He's presented for his first lap.
So it's going to be all on the second lap here for Nathan Franklin, who's making his second appearance in the Drake Wood race.
We'll just let you know there's well over 14 seconds on that first lap there. No problem there between 1 and 2 that time. A good stick going into it. Takes in number 3 there.
Sure, he's feeling the pressure of having only the one lap.
I'm sure it's going to improve from the first one. 1.3910 for Nathan Franklin, 5th quick, and that's going to put Sean Parker on the bubble. Wow, good run for Nathan Franklin after the first one just went total. You can spread that out.
I'll check that on my spell check.
And Tim Skinner Jr. trying to bump his way in, 14.347, 14.347.
Tim's been in both the Drake Wood Memorial Race. He finished 4th in the 2024 race.
Just up a little high there, 24. I don't think it's going to happen this time. No magic. 14090. No, close, but no cigar. Skinner was the 13th fastest, but not good enough. New kid on the block. Brandon Acree carries a lot of speed into turn 1 and 2 there for his debut.
Yep, been here in several classes, but this is his first ever appearance in the Legend Series.
First lap, not bad for the newbie, 14.808, 14.808.
I think we seen him on Facebook just pick up this car like Thursday night.
Yep. Well, I think that's some orange paint and duct tape there for the number, because I think that came to track as a 21 still.
Yeah.
And a 14.544, respectable.
Very respectable.
Yep.
For first night out.
Yep. Meanwhile, the other half of the Acree, the Elvin Acree machine.
Elvin making his first appearance in the Drake Wood race.
Elvin Acree is a racer now. He's run with his legend car. Okay. 14135, 14.135, 16th, but not good enough for a top 8. Sean Parker on the bubble, 13.966. Got to be sub 14 to make it in at this point. Sean Acree, 14.387, was slower. Aiden Roth, some strong practice runs the very first round of hot laps. Slowed up a little bit in the second round.
Roth has been in both these Drake Wood races. His best finish was 16th in 2024.
Yep. 2026 is a whole new season for Aiden Roth. 14.086. Can he improve just a little bit more? Takes to turn number 2. Keeps it nice and tight there through turn 2. Lets it drift up just a little bit down the backstretch. Dives into turn number 3. Keeps it down towards the bottom of the track. Lets a little bit of drift so you don't scrub off speed. 14.027 won't make it.
Very consistent.
Oh, so close. 10th quick for the field. Kenny Hacker trying to get in his number 8 machine.
Kenny Hacker, I believe, he's been in both of these races. He finished a best of 8th in the 2024 race.
14317, 14.317 for Kenny Hacker. In fact, there's so many cars, I got to refer to my race app here.
So you can scroll?
Well, so I can get the whole field in. And second one did not bump in there. Bump time is still that 13.966 for Sean Parker from Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Ryan Krugler now out on the track in the 19 machine. Krugler looks like he's making his second appearance in the Drake Wood Memorial.
The 28th qualifier, 14.627, 14.627.
So should be about 5 or 6 cars back there left to go.
Logan Anderson on the pole, 13.791. So, well, not on the pole because it will be a reset of the top 8.
Yep, but the fast qualifier will earn bonus money.
Yep.
So,
and Krugler did not make it 14.512. One guy with a chance to bump his way in. Kevin Brooks in the 3 machine.
Kevin Brooks making his second try of the Drake Wood Memorial. He was the 6th place finisher last year.
First lap, 13.838. 13.838. Third quick. It's going to put Corey Adams on the bubble at 13.958. Can he improve a little bit more? 13823. Talk about consistent. Boy, oh boy. That is quicker. It puts him second quick right behind Logan Anderson. So Logan Anderson, 13.791. Brooks, 13.823. As Chase Penrod tries to bump his way in. Michael Crafton, Xavier King, Nathan Arthur, Nathan Franklin, Jagger Parker, and Corey Adams so far in the field.
Chase Penrod making his second appearance in the race. He finished 14th last year.
14.331 first lap. Whoa, Kerry scrubs off a lot. The car gets slideways on him. 14.536 second lap. Not going to bump his way in just yet. Jordan Hahn trying to make his way in. This will be his debut, though, right?
His first appearance in the Drake Wood race. Former stock division champion here at the Speedrome.
First lap. Gamey, 13.756. Fast time for Jordan Hahn.
Carrying a little of that 54 magic there.
I tell you. Slowed a little bit to a 13.773. Jagger Parker is now on the bubble with a 13.956 on the time. With 3 cars left in line. This is Colin Dickey in the 33 machine.
Dickey making his second run at the Drake Wood Memorial race.
Another one of the regulars from the junior fast car division graduates straight into these legend cars. 13.853 is good enough to bump his way in to fifth quick for Colin Dickey.
Things are changing right here at the end, Tori.
I tell you what, we thought maybe the track would go away even further. 13.828 gives him a little bit of cushion there. Fourth quick for Colin Dickey. 13.828. So
looks like we got maybe 2 left there.
Yeah. One of the new kids on is Drew Boval.
Making his first ever appearance here at the Speedrome.
Yep. He's still on the learning curve, so
paid for his first Speedrome qualifying attempt as well.
Paid for just as much racetrack as the rest of them. And this is going to be number 33 with your 34th registered driver there at the gate. I'm trying to remember who's. Oh, wait. Have we had Garrett Fox?
He's not running his legend today.
What, Garrett?
He's putting up the fast time money though.
Okay. First lap. We'll just say that Drew Boval is only on his first night of racing.
So Garrett's there in spirit. He's putting up $58 for whoever sets fast time.
Okay. Final qualifier will be another kid on a comeback drive of his own. This will be John Hacker in the number 2 machine. Suffers a disastrous first couple of weeks, some DNFs and some pretty costly. Went through a major lesson session last night here at the track.
And he is making his first appearance in the Drake Wood Memorial event.
This is the final qualifier. Stand by for the cars to the track for the legends for the autograph session. Stand by, cars to the track for the autograph session. First lap in, 16.677.
Also want to remind all you folks that kids are competing in tonight's bike race. You need to sign up behind the main grandstand. Bike racers, you need to sign up behind the main grandstand, please.
All right. Cars to the gate for the on-track to bring them out to the track here. Cars to the gate, be ready to bring them out to the track here for the autograph session.
Who's our quick time, Tori?
Quick time went to Mr. Jordan Hahn, 13.756, car number 54.
And Jordan Hahn's going to pick up $58 as a bonus, courtesy of our friends at 5-8 Motorsports.
Second quick went to Logan Anderson in the 1 machine, 13.791. Third quick, Kevin Brooks, 13.823. Colin Dickey was fourth quick, 13.828. Michael Crafton, one of the visitors, 13.830. Xavier King, former champion, 13.857. Nathan Arthur worked his way to 13.885. And Nathan Franklin avoided the bump. Makes it into the starting 8, 13.910.
Considering you wouldn't have given $1 for that first lap of his.
No, that was – well, I think that was one of those where he just had to tighten the belt and
get after it.
He did. He just had to get hungry, and he definitely did his job on that one. Bumped his way in.
Youngsters, if you're competing in the bike races tonight, you need to sign up at the table underneath the tent behind the main grandstand. Sign up for the bike races tonight down at the table underneath the tent behind the main grandstand. And stand by here as we'll bring the cars out to the track here momentarily. And we'll get set up for the autograph session. And check in with producer Kurt. Are we about ending our live program here, Curtis, our free preview? Kurt?
He's talking.
He doesn't have his headsets on.
Ah, there we go. Appreciate y'all folks been with us here throughout the free feeds, Facebook and the like. Looks like they might have, because it looks like we're back playing some outlaw practice. Oh, there we go. And nope, we're still kind of live there.
Kind of, sort of, maybe.
James Coop checked in. Roger Hendrickson. A couple old friends checking out. Brian Bell. Tina Lane Brady also. Drivers, they're calling out for the drivers to the track, drivers and teams to the track, drivers and teams to the track for the autograph session. Just a little heads up there in the pit area. Please keep a close eye on the youngsters while running around, especially as we're moving these cars about. Some have crew that can push out the cars, some do not. And so we need to make sure that you please keep an eye on any youngsters you may have running wild. Remember, any children found running wild will, of course, be corralled, branded, and made part of the community farm. But cars to track for the autograph session. First come, first served. Get the sweet spots. Fans, I'm going to have you come around the racetrack to go behind the main grandstand, past the concessions and the goodies, also past where the bicycle registration is going on, and past T-shirt Don, by the way. Don't forget him. He's got you covered as well. All sorts of goodies behind the main grandstand. And we're going to bring you in over there off the Turn 1 gate. We're going to have these cars a chance to get out there and get situated before we let the fans out there for obvious reasons. Not yet ready to start a point system on knocking down fans. Do appreciate everybody being with us here at the Indianapolis Speedrome in person here at the corner of Brookville Road and Kitley Avenue. Always have a lot of fun on these autograph sessions. Lots of fun little doodads and goodies that the drivers like to pass out. Chance to meet these cars, see them up close. Also, we do ask that you be polite. There's a lot of little kids there, chasing for their chance to see some of their favorites, but give them a chance here to get things set up. Some of them like to set up little tables or just on the hood of the car or whatever's working. So give them a chance to get that set up, and we'll open up the track to get you guys out there on the track itself.
Looks like the Harmon's Drain Cleaning Squad is first on the scene.
It does. Well, you find a lot of goodies there when you're doing plumbing work, so they brought some with them to pass out as gifts.
That's good customer service. You're the first ones on the scene.
Yep. So free road to rootering right there in the front row, the Harmon squad. Saw Jalen Summers bringing his.
You might be able to schedule your service appointment while you're out there with them.
Well, the Summers kind is one of those going to have both weekends of autograph night because you figure.
Yeah, the brothers are kind of split up here.
Mason's going to be next week there with the junior fast carts, and boy, those guys are all fired up for that one.
Yeah, I love the junior fast card autograph session.
Yep, their old hero cards got about 4 or 5 buckets full of their hero cards.
Again, fans, stand by. As soon as we get the cars all out here, we'll turn you loose from the Turn 1 area down there in Victory Lane and let you out on the track. Also, while the cars are out there getting set up, if you haven't signed up yet for the bike races, please do so down behind the main grandstand. If you have not signed up for the bike races yet, please do so behind the main grandstand.
Yes, and you were supposed to bring your own bike. Sorry to disappoint. Maybe that's going to maybe we'll start doing bike rentals on the.
You know those guys that you see on the side of the road that sell repaired bicycles? They probably have some good business there.
There you go.
Could be a sponsorship opportunity.
But again, if you want to start making your way behind the main grandstand, come on down there. They're going to let you go out, walk on the track itself. Yep. Kids big and little, young and old. So teams, bring your cars, bring your goods, come on out. We're going to let the good times roll here, Speedrome style here. Come on down. Here come a couple of our outlaw cars coming out to have some fun with this one. Mini Outlaws. Oh, boy. Nathan Arthur, boy. Next week's have the Stockers, Fords, Junior and Senior Fast Carts this week. Some of these folks you've been watching over the years, right at classes, maybe your chance to meet them up close and personal. Come on down.